I'm Tracey Smith, PRS shooter out here in Columbia, Kentucky today. We're going to talk about the new release from ZEISS. It's the Conquest HDX 15x56 LRP binoculars with a reticle. I know for a long time in PRS, guys have been wanting the ability to measure targets from a tripod before we get into a shooting position, and ZEISS has the answer to it now. ZEISS has a great reticle in this binocular. It's 10 mils horizontal, 5 mils vertical, in 2/10 increments, which is exactly what the PRS shooters need. PRS shooters need the ability to measure targets from a tripod before they get into a shooting position. That way they know if they miss off right or miss off left, how much of a correction they can make per target. Like if you have an IPSC progression where you start out with maybe a 6/10 wide target and go down to a 3, you know if you miss off, one side or the other, how much of a correction you can make per target. Some of the features of these binoculars is both barrels of the binocular have locking diopters on them. You have a reticle leveler in it, where if my buddy comes up and he wants to get on my binos and look through them, and his eyes are a different width than mine, and he opens them up or closes them up, it's got a super simple, easy adjustment to level the reticle back in them. These binoculars will come ready to attach to your tripod with an adapter. Extremely easy, go right on your Arca rail. They have a locking and unlocking feature. Extremely easy, extremely fast. I had the opportunity to use these at the gold medal match at Alabama this year, and they were extremely usable for me. I would actually measure the targets like we had an 808 IPSC progression where the targets range from like a full-size IPSC down to a 25% IPSC. And what I done is I would measure each target so I knew just how much I was going to have to hold, make a correction if I missed off right or missed off left. And sometimes I would even write it on my data card, not just on that stage, but on other stages. If I didn't write it on my data card, I would have it in the back of my mind, hey, if you miss off left, you need to make a 3 or 4/10 correction based on how big the target was. And I knew that previously just from measuring the targets with the reticle in these. So it'll absolutely get you more points to know the size of that target before you pull the trigger. A couple of times I caught myself when I would go back to spot impacts and stuff for other shooters, I never even saw the reticle in there. I thought I was on the wrong binoculars. So it's completely out of the way, never bothers you until you get ready to use it, and you just put it right on target, measure the target. Extremely fast, extremely easy. With these new binoculars, when we approach a stage, we can get on the tripod and we can measure each target. Say I'm shooting a 4/10 wide target, and before I get up there, I know if I miss off left, I can make a 3 or 4/10 correction and be on plate pretty easily. And I know that prior to going up and getting behind my rifle, it's absolutely going to get you, more impacts on target. So now with these new binoculars, it takes less time to make a correction on plate with a miss because I don't have to measure it with a reticle in my scope. I can measure it before I go to the stage. And then once I get up there, I've already got a predetermined, measurement to get back on plate if I'm off right or left. I think for a long time, PRS shooters have been looking for a reticle and a binocular, and the main thing is a reticle and a binocular with top tier glass, and ZEISS has absolutely killed it with these. You have the top tier glass and you have a perfect reticle in my opinion.